You know that dolphins use a special whistle that represents their identity, and other dolphins call them by this specific whistle, like the names we humans use. They can sleep with half a brain, closing one eye and opening the other to control breathing and monitor surrounding dangers. Dolphins also help injured individuals in their group and push them to the surface to breathe. Some dolphins use tools like sea sponges and place them on their noses to search for food in rocky bottoms. They can also see with sonar vision and know the shape, size, and distance of objects underwater in complete darkness. And you know that parrots understand words, meaning they don't just repeat sounds, but they understand the meaning and can distinguish colors, shapes, and even numbers. They also have the intelligence of a 5-year-old child. A parrot, like a macaw, can live to 60 or 80 years old, making it a great companion for its owner. Some types of parrots can also use tools like sticks, similar to crows, to get food. They are emotional creatures. If they feel lonely or sad, they will start plucking their feathers as an expression of their distress. You know, the crow uses human traffic, meaning it throws nuts like walnuts in busy roads and waits for cars to drive over them and collects them when the traffic light turns red. Crows have a memory of revenge, meaning if you annoy a crow, it will remember your face for years and will even incite others against you and inform them so they can attack you together. Crows hold a funeral for a dead crow and gather around it in silence or with a collective cry. They also conduct a risk assessment and try to find out the cause of death to avoid making the same mistake in the future. Crows can bend wires or carve branches to make a hook to extract worms from tight places that their beaks cannot reach. This clever creature can solve complex puzzles. In laboratory experiments, it was able to solve a puzzle that required 8 consecutive steps to obtain food. You know that ants release a chemical substance, pheromones, on the road so that the shortest path is the one with the highest concentration of the scent. Also, ants can carry 50 times their weight. If humans were like them, they could carry a car. Also, leaf-cutting ants use leaves as fertilizer to grow fungi in their colonies and feed on them, meaning they are first-rate farmers. Also, if they pass through a gap or a small river, they make living bridges with each other so that the queen and the rest of the colony can cross over them. Also, ants do not have lungs, so they breathe through small holes located on the sides of their bodies. Here we come to the octopus, which can escape from anything because its body has no bones, and the only solid part is the beak, which resembles a parrot's beak. So if the beak passes through any opening, consider the octopus saying goodbye to you. It also has 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 pump blood to the gills, and the third to the rest of the body organs. The color of its blood comes from its reliance on copper to transport oxygen instead of iron. It has brains in its arms, meaning that 2/3 of its nerves are in its arms, meaning that each arm can think so that it can move independently to detect the environment or prey. Also, this creature can change its color and skin texture in less than a second to disappear from enemies or to hunt. Also, octopuses are known for opening cans from the inside and even know how to escape from complex mazes. Did you know that birds travel the entire planet, covering thousands of kilometers and crossing oceans and continents, all without a map? This is because they possess an internal biological compass that allows them to sense the Earth's magnetic field. They also use the sun and stars as guides to determine their course with incredible precision, enabling them to return to the same place every year. Birds can sleep while flying. For example, swifts can stay airborne for months without landing and can sleep for seconds in the air. The Antarctic tern covers a distance of 70,000 kilometers in its annual migration, traveling from the North Pole to the South Pole and back again. Some bird species can also alter the shape of their organs, such as their intestines, before a journey to reduce weight, and they enlarge their heart and chest muscles to withstand the exertion. Furthermore, Birds possess a visual memory in addition to their magnetic compass, enabling them to memorize the shape of mountains, rivers, and landmarks to follow them on their journeys. Finally, chimpanzees can surpass you in memory. An experiment conducted at Kyoto University showed that chimpanzees possess an incredibly fast visual memory, enabling them to memorize the positions of numbers on a screen in a fraction of a second, a feat most humans cannot accomplish. They also use sticks to catch termites and stones to crack hard nuts, and in some regions they even make wooden spears. Furthermore, there are numerous well-known cases of chimpanzees learning hundreds of words in human sign language and forming sentences to express their desires and feelings. Chimpanzee groups live in very complex social structures, forming political alliances to strengthen their position within the group. It has also been observed that chimpanzees seek out specific types of bitter plants, not normally eaten, to use as a remedy for intestinal parasites. In conclusion, other living beings may surprise you with their intelligence and ability to perform tasks that humans cannot.